Oh boy, how long has it been? I'm definitely not in the mood to actually do this right now. But
I'll do it anyways, because I love you guys.
I actually really like the idea of sharing this to somebody at some point in time. So we shall see how it turns out. This is my character, Atlantis Monarch, and she is my caster character. And thus, I have picked up a lot of casting jobs on her, including Black Mage, Summoner, and of course, Red Mage. She is supposed to be based off of Aqua from Kingdom Hearts, but we won't worry about that right now. All we're really going to worry about is what we're here for today, and that is, of course, the Pictomancer job, which is right here. I have currently just gotten her through Shadowbringers, so right now I'll actually block that off now that I think about it. We'll do that later. Alright, the joy of Pictomancy. The cheerless hero is at the end of his tether. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day, and I swear. Forgive me my rambling, but please, tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. Ooh, I'll have you know my evening is going swimmingly. I haven't. Is something amiss? Well, I should warn you that a Moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. The palmed pest has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. You are an adventuring sort, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are the artistic adventuring sort. I suspect he's still loitering in the Aetheryte Plaza. If my tale has piqued your interest. Alright. To the Aetheryte Plaza it is. Oh boy, oh joy. What is this guy going to do? I also hope you like my my glam. I stole it off of Glamour Collection. I thought it looked really nice.
You there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? Not ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. Ah, Kupo nuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of Pictomancy.
I might be interested in learning more about Pictomancy.
What did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about Pictomancy? Truly? Hooray! Hooray! The name's Kupopo.
Kupopo. What a name.
And I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am the inheritor of a Pictomancer's soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry on this arcane artistry. A history lesson in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago in the dusk of the 5th Astral Era. While other schools of magic that originated during that period, such as Black and White, are expressions of the caster's will, Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in their mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know, and that's precisely why the Great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. A gifted artist as well as mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff, and wielded ether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other, Kupo. Now Realm was a charitable soul, and never, ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. So how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a realm reborn? Wonderful, Kupo. Your enthusiasm warms my heart. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at Carlin Canopy, and make sure to come prepared with your fanciest Pictomanciest answers for my for my flurry of very professional questions.
Okay. I guess I could do that. Answering questions is completely fine. I also have the novice network on this character. It's kinda weird. Sometimes they're really nice and really cool, and I don't mind talking with people like that. And then suddenly it gets really weird. Almost oppressive. For the time being.
Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits.
Except I don't have a cozy little hovel. Or any home to speak of, for that matter. Such is the life of an itinerant Moogle Kupo.
I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits. But we can avail ourselves of a table.
Okay.
Pop up.
It's Kupapo. I'll go with that. Kupapo.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced, Kupo. Let us begin with the basics. Might I have your full name?
My name doesn't matter. I'm no import. I'm Atlantis Monarch.
'Tis a fine name. Well met, Atlantis Monarch. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation?
Adventure through and through, defender of the weak and champion of the realm.
I'm a baton chops at the moment.
Defender of the weak and champion of the realm.
Oh, ho, ho, to declare with such pride. You must be motivated to help others indeed. You have the ideal temperament for a Pictomancer, Kupo. And moving on along to the next question. How would you rate your artistic abilities?
Pretty good. Okay.
Above average, perhaps. That's just fine, Kupo. For a Pictomancer's most vital asset isn't their artistic skill, but their vivid imagination. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Moogle.
Furry little shites. Yeah. Fluffiness and fun.
Ah, yes, from the fluffy fur to the merry mannerisms, I can fairly see the Moogle in your mind wheeling winsomely in the air. Yours is a rich imagination, Kupo. Now, this next question is very important. Someone's in trouble. What do you do?
Help them without question. Speak with them first to gauge the problem. Ask what the reward is to see it's worth the effort. Okay. Help them without question.
I didn't expect any other answer, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example of when you approached a soul in distress? Come again. I hear who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy pitches. Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not wont to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. Having considered your answers, I'm thrilled to report you've passed my interview with flying colors, Kupo. I'm certain you will bear her legacy admirably. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached, a bit of emotional baggage too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again. Try to reconcile more than anything. So, if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. If you're still willing to trade as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word, Kupo.
I'm just getting a hand-me-down. That's okay, I suppose.
So, you wish to still be a Pictomancer, in full acceptance of my condition?
Of course.
And then, as promised, I bestow upon you the soul crystals. And to help you get started, I prepare a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits Kupo.
Pictomancer unlocked. Cool. Damn. Okay, so I got a paintbrush. Can I just swap soul crystals, right? Negatory. Very neat. Oh no, right. Ha! It's been a while since I last did this. I suppose I can also apply this too, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Alright. Time to start moving a bunch of crap around on the screen. I shall be right back. Okay. I am now back. I have practiced around with it for a bit on a striking dummy. I think I have a pretty good understanding of how it all works. I set it very much up in like summoner ways, with subtractive palette being down here where I usually put my Aether Trance, along with like the actual Aether Trance buttons being Blizzard and Cyan and all that, along with Comet and Black. Got Mog of the Ages there just because I didn't know where else to put it. Tempura Coat is of course where I usually put my Aegis. I actually put Mana Ward on Black Mage down here. Jesus Christ. Star Prism for the damage and the heal. That's usually where I put Lux Solaris for Summoner. I put Starry Muse here because that's where I put the damage buff for what is it called again, for my Summoner. That's where I put the Searing Light. I could always choose to move it here because that's where I put Embolden on Red Mage. Smudge is there. It's a dash. That's where I put my dash on White Mage. Striking Muse goes here. That's generally where I put triple cast for Black Mage. I've done a lot of thinking. I don't know what the fuck this Holy and White and Comet and Black shit's about. They're playing around with it. It's like, I feel like you don't want to overcap on them, and they're literally just there for movement. That's all it feels like. So it feels very much like Viper, where at some point in time I want to push these buttons to get rid of them. So they're just there for filler. But you don't want to overcap on them neither, because that's just damage that you're sitting on. So I don't know how to feel. I'm utterly fucking confused. I at least understand this, like, as you level up, you'll turn one of the Holy and Whites into Comet and Black. And you definitely want to use that, because that's huge damage. Actually, your whole entire subtractive palette is your huge damage. It's your burst window. So you want to get as much subtractive palette underneath your Starry Muse window, I'm understanding. But I was considering, since Palm Muse and Mog of the Ages are both OGCDs, how in the fuck, how in the holy shit could you line up like a wasted GCD under the Starry Muse window so you could get like two Mog of the Ages in that bitch? That'd be kind of cool, because like you go into your Starry Muse with the Mog of the Ages prepped, and then you pop Palm Muse again, do another GCD, swift cast the creature motif, pop another Muse, and then throw out Mog of the Ages again. Oh, wait, no, you can't do that, can you? Oh, wait, don't show that. You can't do that, because Mog of the Ages, yeah, it's a 30-second cooldown. Fuck. Okay, so much for my idea. I definitely would have liked that, though. Being able to have, like, the flexibility to throw out a second Mog of the Ages during a fucking buff window. To be that fucking cool, that'd be awesome. Like, you could have so many smooth-brain Pictomancers just, like, keep pushing buttons as much as possible. But then you have Mog of the Ages, which has like a super short cooldown, and the only requirement is that you pop 2 creature motifs, or my bad, like living muses. Was pop 2 of these, and that's all you really need. You're good. But I guess it doesn't really matter because like down the line we'll get fucking, what is it called? Yeah, Retribution of the Medine. And that one requires the 3, the Claw, the Maw. Oh no, it just requires 2, Claw and Maw. That's it. Didn't even realize, I thought there were 3. And as far as I understand, that's like the summoners summon things. It's like Bahamut and Phoenix, right? Because you want to do your Palm Muse, Wing Muse, and then you get Mog of the Ages. And then from there you get Claw and Maw, and then you get Retribution of the Medine. Okay. And then I'm understanding that because damage on average with Hammer Stamp is just crit direct. If your crit rate fucking sucks, you definitely want to be using it more often than your Fire and Red combo. But you don't want to be using it over your Blizzard and Cyan combo. So yeah, you want to use your Subtractive Palette combo under Starry Muse. And I think that's pretty much it. If you use up all 5 diddly-doos under Starry Muse, you then get a free Rainbow Drip. That's what's really rough, because you want it to use Rainbow Drip underneath a damage buff. Because usually what I see like people start off with is they go Rainbow Drip, Starry Muse, right? And then go into big fat damage. Subtractive Palette and just like go to town. Oh well. We'll just keep going. Mind over manner. Upapo believes an apology is in order. Very nice. Now you literally embody the soul of a Pictomancer, Kupo. While the Pictomancer's brush may look like a big paintbrush, it is in fact a stylized variety of staff. That said, you're probably wondering why we don't just use staves. Simply put, it's much easier to bring your imagination to life through the medium of art. Magic brushes and ink allow Pictomancer to express abstract thoughts in a deliberate manner, Kupo. As I mentioned, though, it's ultimately your imagination that matters the most, for with the wisdom of the Pictomancer's past at your disposal, you already possess the artistic skills you require. Now, as much as I would love for you to get painting right away, there's something else we must do first. We must go to Nufika's altar and apologize to the hero you mentioned, and by we, I mean me. Off we go, Kupo. Okay. Because I'm at a low level, Smudge does not give me a free sprint. Sag. Oh, you know what I also forgot to do? Forgot to turn off player names. How do I do that again? Others. Here it is, other PCs. Never. Alright, cool. That works. For the love of the elementals, no more complaints. Oh, I beg your pardon, adventurer, that Moogle there. Is that perhaps... Indeed, I'm the one who caused you so much trouble. It wasn't my intention to do so. And I've come to beg forgiveness, Kupo. Oh, I see. As you appear to be genuinely remorseful, all I ask is that you refrain from aggressive solicitation henceforth. Agreed. You have my word, Kupo. Now I found a capable Pictomancer, my soliciting days are over. I'm relieved to hear it. With this matter settled, I may turn my attention to another situation. Oh, and what situation might that be? Distressing noises coming from an empty manor in the Gentry's ward. Fiends are believed to be haunting the cellar, and their nightly clamors keeping the surrounding residents awake. Fiends, you say? Atlantis here will deal with them, Kupo. Remember, it is in the spirit of the Pictomancer to help and to lend a helping hand, to shine the light of hope for those in need. It's also a welcome opportunity to put your newfound skills to the test. Rest assured I'll be there to offer sage advice every wing flap of the way. Your offer of aid is kind indeed, and I accept it with thanks. Gentry's ward is situated just past Apkalu Falls. Proceed there when you are ready. And ready we are, aren't we, Atlantis? Let the Pictomancy training begin, Kupo. The joy of Pictomancy. Yay, of course I've learned all the Pictomancy abilities from level 80 up. Apkalu Falls, right? No, it's past it. Okay. Ugh. I don't know how this is going to play. I may or may not like Pictomancer. Because as I'm just, like, hitting the dummy with my paints, I wasn't really, like, feeling a groove that I was supposed to be hitting. I just kind of felt like I was face-rolling all the buttons. So I have no clue how I'm actually supposed to do it. Oh well, we'll learn on the fly. We usually do. Hoopopo. Gentry's ward lies beyond those gates. Are you ready to put your skills to the test, Kupo? I'm ready to paint up a storm. Excellent. Time to clear out that manor, Kupo. Proceed. Here we are, Kupo. I sense monsters lurking below. Can I paint? Before we charge in, allow me to expound upon the fundamentals of Pictomancy. You must first paint a motif on canvas. Only then can you bring it to life. Try painting a palm motif. Go on. Don't be shy. God. Well done, Kupo. Now to unleash it upon your foes. Oh, the striking dummy there. Focus your magics on that striking dummy and summon your palm muse. Palms away! Splendid work, Kupo. Next, give me your best wing motif. Very good, Kupo. You may now invoke your winged muse against our friend, the striking dummy. Palms and wings fresh in your mind. I want you to imagine what these muses could accomplish together. By fusing them, you'll give life to a fantastical Moogle, Kupo. Think big, magnificent thoughts and envision your new friend, Mog of the Ages. Excellent, Kupo. He may not be as winsome as yours truly, but he should serve you well enough. Aside from your Moogle, a hammer stamp is an excellent alternative to pummeling foes. If you wish to provide support, I recommend inspiring your allies with a starry muse. Reset. Never stop dreaming up these motifs, Kupo. Your allies will thank you and your enemies won't know what hit them. Take some time getting used to, so feel free to experiment, Kupo. I'll be here when you're ready. All set, Kupo? Then it's time we silence that noise. The infestation is worse than I expected. We should clear these ones out first. Let's make a lesson of it, Kupo. By casting spells of different hues, your palette will begin storing ether. With a sufficiently saturated palette, you may avail yourself of the subtractive pallette's increased might. Palette gauge will fill when performing single target combos starting with fire and red. Area of effect combo starting with fire 2 and red will also fill the palette gauge. When the palette gauge reaches 50, you'll be able to use subtractive palette. While subtractive palette is active, you'll be able to cast stronger aether hue spells. Oh. Okay, I got you. You're natural with that subtractive palette, Kupo. Seems you scared off the stragglers as well. Let's head further in. That Biggie? Ah, now that's an obnoxious noisemaker, Kupo. Since you grasp the basics, I'll leave you to your Pictomancy. Show that Spriggan what for. Oh, shit. Enemies' moves begin to overwhelm. Bring one of your muses to life. Oh, shit. Rock and refrain. There we go. Well done, Atlantis. I knew you'd make an excellent Pictomancer from the first. Oh, that's nice. I get to be modest. Totally. I have the soul crystal to thank for that. Such a show of skill, yet you remain so humble. I tip my palm to you, Kupo. In any case, with those clamorous fiends gone for good, the residents can rest easy once more. But come, let's quit this place. The dampness doesn't agree with my fur. What the fuck was that, a emote? Or wait, cutscene not over yet? Cutscene over. Allow me to congratulate you on a successful first outing, Atlantis. The Pictomancers of Eld would be proud. Though you may yet be a novice of the art, as a veteran adventurer, you've grasped the fundamentals quickly. As well you should, Kupo. Archon Realm didn't urge her disciples to roam the star for their own amusement, you know. She wished for them to intimately understand the wider world, to journey to lands unknown and savor every discovery, to revel in sensations, emotions, and yes, even danger. Even in danger. For these experiences enrich the palette of the imagination, making one's Pictomancy all the more vibrant, Kupo. You are returned! I began to worry and came to see whether all was well. Dare I hope you've dealt with the fiends? Absolutely. All dealt with. Wonderful. Wonderful. With this, all outstanding matters of concern have been addressed. Like the residents of the Gentry's ward, I too may sleep soundly once more. You both have my heartfelt gratitude. May the matron keep you wheresoever you should go. I don't know why I made that popping sound. Well, lips are kind of dry, that's why. Do you see how happy we made him? That's the power of Pictomancy for you.
This is only the beginning. As part of your training, you and I shall travel near and far, searching for those in need just as Archon Realm once did. But you mustn't forget our promise either. Before we take to the road, I'd like to see if the locals know anything about my friend. In the meantime, I bid you dedicate yourself to honing your skills, Kupo. Alright, with that, we got some leveling to do. And we'll get through the rest of this, alright? Alright, cool. I'll see you then. Okay. It has been a while. I am now at level 90. I think I've more or less understood the full rotation. We shall find out. Let us continue. It has also been 3 days, and I completely forget how I voice these characters, so I'm just gonna go. Whoop-de-doop-de-doop. I see you've been diligent in your training, Atlantis. You look more confident with that magic brush on your back and exude the aura of a proficient Pictomancer, Kupo. What paintbrush? I agree, Atlantis. I can readily tell these things, for I once traveled with a pair of Pictomancers after all. Oh, your soul crystal used to belong to one of them, in fact. His name was Janquitalak. I think I said that right. Janquitalak. And he was an exemplar of our art. The other was Janquitalak's apprentice, a girl named Bururu. Despite having seen only 16 summers, and she's already an accomplished Pictomancer. And she's a friend of mine who's missing, Kupo. Hold on, wait. Sorry about that. Okay. I'd love to meet well... Missing, that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Sure, we'll go with that one. Missing, that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? Well, she's missing in the sense that I don't know where she is, but I don't fear for her safety. With her abilities, she can more than fend for herself. But it was hard for Bururu when Janquitalak passed away. He was a grandfather to her. Even now, she must be feeling so terribly alone. That's why I want to find her and make amends. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to learn anything about where she might have gone. But I won't give up. In hopes of picking up Bururu's trail, we'll retrace my journeys with her and aid those in need along the way. I'm glad you like the plan. Now, you'll want to bundle up extra warm, because our first stop will be in Kurthis. Camp Dragonhead, to be precise. Shall we? No. Okay, this is a good time. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Going to the Central Highlands. Where's the Moogle? Where have you gone? There you are. Dar! My ankles. Gods! But it's cold, Kupo. Just like when I visited Janquitalak and Bururu. What? Janquitalak and Bururu. John Quitlock. I'll figure out how to say his name again. Baru had never seen snow before, and she was the picture of glee. She rolled up a snowball and threw it at me with all her might. And then she threw another, and another, and soon I found myself in dire straits. Oh, I am in dire straits. Yes, just so. I found myself buried in dire straits. Wait a moment. What are you doing here, Mr. Hearer? Well now, what a curious coincidence that we should cross paths here. Indeed. I have come to the camp as an emissary for Gridania. Alas, my Ishgardian counterpart with whom I was to meet was wounded during a training exercise prior to my arrival. I tended to him as best I could, but I'm afraid the outlook is grim. Oh dear, are his injuries that grave? While the injury itself wasn't life-threatening, the resulting wound has soured. A poison courses through his body, against which my magics are ineffective, and now he burns from a terrible fever. Just this moment, I recalled a treatment that would purge the impurity, but requires the horn of a rare hartebeest, and I have no skill in hunting. That sounds like a job for our promising Pictomancer. Atlantis here can find this hartebeest and take it down with a few swift brushstrokes. Yep. You would aid me again. Your kindness knows no bounds. A hartebeest? 'Twould be prudent to question the garrison about the hartebeest. The creatures are rare, but the knights may have sighted one during their patrols. Perfect. We'll have that horn ready in no time. Hartebeest? Atlantis, you are ever welcome here. Is there aught you require? Have you heard of a thing called a hartebeest? I see. Yours is an elusive quarry indeed. As it happens, though, a comrade of mine chanced upon a hartebeest by the steel vigil only yesterday. With luck, it will still be near. Really? Oh, I just go there now. Okay. Just gonna tell them. Bruce Chaser! Forward and back, forward and back. Lord. I shall look around for the hartebeest. As you cast your gaze across a snowy hillside, but observe nothing of note. Damn, who would have thought? I would not imagine an animal would want to come all the way here to where Zvara usually makes its nest. Cast your gaze across a snowy hillside, but observe nothing of note. You spy a horn silhouette by the entrance to the Weeping Saint. A hartebeest, perhaps? Oh, wait. I'm rubbing my eye. Everything is blurry now. I can't see. Oh, wow. That legitimately looks like a fucking animal of some sort. A hartebeest. Prepare to die. Bam. Excellent. Got its horn. That was easy. She gotta say to me, Moogle. Helping others on one's travels. This, my friend, is the essence of Pictomancy. Is it now? You are returned. Please tell me you've obtained a hartebeest horn. Rare horn possessing potent antidotal properties. Okay, legitimate. Yes, this is the horn. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. I shall use it to prepare an infusion for the ailing knight at once.
No sooner did you arrive here than you helped a soul in need. Well done, Atlantis. I hadn't expected to aid the same person twice, but the road is full of surprises, and the Pictomancer prospers from every experience.
As you yourself said, the journey is of importance to the Pictomancer.
It sure is, Kupo. A journey to new places is a feast for the imagination, and a well-fed imagination produces more vivid pictures. If you want to grow as a Pictomancer, you can't simply stay in one place. You must go forth and see what's out there. By the way, you've been to Ishgard before, yes? Looking back on your first visit, what emotions and sensations have remained with you the most strongly?
Oh. Yeah, the grief of losing a dear friend. Oh, man. Yeah, from Heaven's Ward? Nah, just from Ishgard in general? Yeah, I think it'd be the grief of losing a dear friend.
I lost Archifant in Ishgard. Yours was an arduous journey indeed, Kupo. I scarcely imagine just how difficult your trials must have been. It's because you've experienced such loss, I think, that you've been able to fight on for those who can do so no longer.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing this with me, Atlantis. You hear what's important to you. It inspires me to be hopeful, Kupo. Now, as I did back in Gridania, I'll make inquiries about my friend Baruru. Oh my god, I'm going to read that again. I'll make inquiries here about my friend Baruru. Until it's time for us to move on, I bid you keep up your training.
Kupopopo is examining you a little too closely. Kupopo? Kupopo. I'll go with that. Kupopo. Should also lower my voice just a tad bit. About 1 decibel down. Oh, my eyes.
Oh, the maddened glint in your eyes, the abysmal posture of one who has produced too many works in far too little time. I can tell you've been training hard, Kupo. Your aura, too, has burgeoned since last we spoke, lending you the mysterious mien of an artist undergoing a wild and wonderful evolution.
Sure.
You think I'm making this up, do you? That I'm stringing together vaguely relevant affirming words? Oh, ye of little faith.
Thank the matron.
Exactly, Kupo. We should thank the matron for...
Wait, all the best to Nofika and her bounties. But why are we thanking her? I thank the matron we may speak before you depart, of course. I have someone here who wishes to express his gratitude. Our Ishgardian friend has made a full recovery, and it is thanks to the horn you brought. Your selfless actions have saved my life. I know not how I can ever repay you.
No need for that, Kupo. To see you hale and whole is repayment enough.
I'm given to understand that you are searching for someone. A traveling painter.
Indeed I am. Her name is Baruru, and she's my very best friend.
Moved by your endeavor, I took the liberty of making inquiries among my comrades. Alas, none recall having seen such an individual. As patrolling the border is one of our chief duties, we would have noted if your friend passed through. My apologies, we could not be of aid.
I see. Still, to have confirmation that Baruru wasn't here is helpful.
Thank you, Kupo. 'Twas the least I could do for my saviors. Now, we must attend our next meeting, but I wish you well on the journey ahead. Where could Baruru be? We may not have found any clues here, but with some luck, we'll find her at our next destination, Kugane. Getting there, however, will prove a challenge. Unless you visited the Far East before, Atlantis. I've actually helped them out. Wonderful. That makes our lives much easier, Kupo. Now listen closely. I have here a lovingly crafted and blessedly breathable hempen sack. I want you to stuff me inside and teleport me to Kugane with you. Yingop, it's a well-considered request. While I may not be replete with teleportation anima like you, I can tag along as one of your belongings. Stuff me in the sack. I can take it, Kupo. You are now carrying a Kupapo-sized sack. It would be prudent to handle your burden with the utmost care until such time as you reach Kugane. Wonderful. Kugane, away! Sure. The Kupopo-sized sack is wiggling rigorously. Don't mind any of that. Kupopo slumbers inside this hempen sack, snug as a grub in the soil. Bam! Ah, what a peaceful nap that was, Kupo. And I see we've arrived safely in Kugane. The city is as impossibly picturesque as ever. Why, when I first arrived here with Baruru and John Quintalek, I thought we were in a waking dream, Kupo. We are all fascinated by Far Eastern art, especially the bright, bold presentation of a ukiyo-e prince. I think that's how you say that. It was a treat to view so many pieces up close. What of you, Atlantis? What do you recall most vividly about your visit here? About your first visit here? I was furious at conniving Namazu. Oh man, how did I feel when I first came here? That's actually a really good question. I definitely think I wasn't like full into the story because we went to Limsa to hitch a ride, and that's when I was feeling desperate to turn the tide of rebellion. But then boom, the Siren Island happened, the Siren Song Sea happened, and from there I was more happy to make land, and I was excited to explore rather than travel. But either way, explore and travel are the same thing, so this one. How excited I was to travel distant lands. So were we, Kupo. Everything felt fresh and fascinating. Baruru was so taken with the scenery, she climbed to the highest rooftop so she could behold the city in all its splendor. Wow, she did a Kugane Tower climb, huh? Immersing ourselves in different cultures stirs the heart and broadens the mind like few other things can. Right then, I'd like to begin searching for Baruru, and I think the tea houses would be a good place to start. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless fool. Precisely, Kupo. Proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless... Wait, who's getting struck down? Hold on a moment. It's a soul in need of aid. What troubled you, good sir? Oh, turbulent tides take me. I'm an art dealer from Ul'dah, you see, and I came to Kugane to sell a masterpiece I acquired in Eorzea. But nary a day before we arrived, we were engulfed by a terrible storm. We rocked and rolled, barely able to keep the ship from capsizing. In the chaos, the crate containing my precious piece was cast into the roiling waves. That's terrible, Kupo. Is there any chance that it could be found? Assuming it wasn't dragged into the fathomless depths, the sailors tell me the crate has likely drifted into the Ruby Sea, Confederate waters. No one is willing to go and search for me.
I believe it's your time to shine again, Atlantis. You can help this poor fellow, yes? I can indeed. I'll find the crate for you.
Well acquainted with the pirates, you say? If you could speak with them about my crate, I'd be grateful beyond words. Hopefully the seawater hasn't ruined it. That'd be such a shame. Confederate pirates in Sakazuki keep a close watch of the nearby waters. If anyone has seen the crate in question, it would be them. Indeed it would be. Oh, what good fortune to meet such a well-connected adventurer so far from home. I shall pray to the traders for good tidings. While you scour the Ruby Sea, I'm going to fly about town to see if any passerbys have located Baruru. Spotted Baruru. Good luck to us both, Kupo. I've been going through a lot of old content. About time I get back to Dawntrail, but at the same time, I don't really want to. Because, like, I feel like I've done a good amount of Dawntrail. I want to catch up with, like, all the old stuff that we got. Oh well. Maybe I'll get over it. Oh, if it isn't our friend Atlantis. What brings you back to these parts? Visit with Rasho and Tansui, perhaps? Actually, I'm looking for a crate that was lost at sea. Has an art piece in it. A crate containing a piece of art. As a matter of fact, we fished something like that out of the water not long ago. But as you well know, the Ruby Sea is our territory, and anything that tides deliver to us is ours by right. We cannot just hand it over. But we owe so much to Atlantis. I haven't forgotten. That being the case, why don't we make it interesting and have a friendly contest for the crate? That's what it takes. I'll do it. That's the spirit. Make it simple. Hunting ogre crabs. Both sides will get the same amount of bait. The person who can catch more crabs is the winner. Alright then. Once you use up your bait, bring the shells to me as proof. I'll be waiting. Perfect. The contest begin. Always in a rush, that one. You need to lay your bait by the shore and dispatch any ogre crabs that take it. When you know bait left, come back and show me the shells you collected from your kills. Okay. Seems simple enough. Only 2 spots. The map, at least. Peering into the water, you spot a bounty of shellfish, a favorite of crabs. This might be a prime location for baiting your quarry.
Use the ogre crab bait?
Of course. Small, meaty morsel made from an ogre crab's favorite shellfish. Wow. Poof, bitch. Hi there. Excellent. Wow. These rocks might serve as a comfortable hiding spot for ogre crabs. Some are bound to emerge as you scatter bait here. Some. You spy a trail of tiny tracks in the sand. Perhaps is a good spot to use the bait. Interesting. Wow, okay, so I just happened to land on, like, the best spot of all time. Because there's a spot up here, this probably isn't good. Aside being far from the water, there is an area hiding place for crabs at these outcroppings. This does not seem a promising spot to scatter bait. Okay, well, I only found these 2 spots left over, so... let's check this one out over here. See if there's another, like, watering hole spot, because I really like that idea. It just seemed like a good idea at the time, you know? You go to the water, you find some crabs. Oh well. Oops. One crab. Oh, man. Ooh, crab. Oh, well. Yeah, that watering hole was a really good option. Already handed in my shells, huh? Okay. Oh, you brought the shells? I'll take them off your hands then. Here you go. And the winner is Atlantis, and by merely a single shell. Congratulations! Ha ha ha! Good show, Atlantis. Expected nothing less from you. Man of my words, the crate's yours. It was just a friendly game. It was a privilege to go up against you. I'll be sure to tell everyone about it. Yes, thank you for humoring us. I hope that crate is what the merchant is after. Ogre crab shells are light and durable, ideal for crafting armor. That's to say, they're good for a bit of coin. And I appreciate you for indulging my competitive spirit. I'll be bragging about it to all my friends for days to come. Alright. Legit. That was cute. What'd you find out? Welcome back, Kupo. How fared the search? You are returned. Were you able to find my crate? I believe so. Despite its long journey across the Ruby Sea, this damp crate remains in one piece. The One Piece! The One Piece is real! Oh, traitors be praised. This is the very crate I lost, and it's still intact. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. Words fail to express my gratitude. Impressive indeed that you could track down the crate. Excellent work, Atlantis. Remind me, what was in this crate again? A painting? After having been adrift for so long, I hope it hasn't been ruined. Judging by its condition, I want to believe that all is well, but let us see. Thank the traitors. 'Tis unharmed, and that I thought I had packaged it excessively. Pluck my pum! That's one of Janquitilec's pieces, Kupo! Oh, you have a keen eye. Indeed, this is the work of the traveling artist, Janquitilac, painted in the winter of his years. I purchased it a few moons ago from a young lady who was his apprentice. Bururu, Kupo? I've been searching all over for her. Do you know where she is? Oh, she was a friend of yours, I take it. Please tell me everything you know. Where you met, where she might be now, everything. I don't know how to say this, but from what I have heard, your friend has passed on. She had come to Ul'dah to sell a small trove of Janquitilac's paintings. His works are extremely rare, so it caused quite a stir among art dealers. Expensive though the pieces were, it didn't take long for her to sell them at all. Or sell them all. And once she had, she disappeared. Her belongings were apparently strewn about her inn room, yet there was nary a sign of foul play. None has seen her since, and 'tis rumored she found a quiet place to end her life. Good lord. No, I knew Janquitilec's death left a void in her heart, but Bururu wouldn't have. She couldn't have. This is a rumor, nothing more. We don't know anything for certain. But... Forgive me. It was not my intent to cause you distress with these grim tidings. 'Twas because of them, in fact, that this piece failed to sell in Eorzea. Thus did I bring it all the way to the Far East, hoping to find a buyer here instead. Now, it isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Thank you. With that, I must take my leave of you and go to meet a prospective client. I'm sorry, Atlantis. You did well. You did. But if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while, Kupo. It's okay. Take your time. I will be here for you. Doll. Baruru's
Baruru's clues.
I get it. It's supposed to be a play on the fucking one show Blue's Clues. Kupopo makes no attempt to hide his sorrow. How are you feeling? Oh, it's you, Kupo. What is it? I wanted to see how you were faring. It's very kind of you, Kupo. Truth be told, I'm still struggling to come to terms. If Baru has truly left this world, that means that I wasn't too late. Thank goodness. If only, Kupo. If only. Oh, it's you, Mr. Art Dealer. What brings you back to us? I've concluded my business here and shall be returning to Ul'dah. But before I take ship, I wish to speak with you again. Tis plain your friend's fate weighs heavily on your mind. If you wish to know the truth for a certainty, I should be glad to introduce someone who deals in information. You think this person would know what became of Baruru? Oh yes, this man makes it his business to know everyone else is in Ul'dah. At the very least, he should be able to tell you if your friend yet lives. He also happens to owe me a favor. I shall personally ask him to assist you. I know who you're talking about. Once you arrive in Ul'dah, head to the Emerald Avenue and look for a bespectacled man with a self-satisfied grin. That'll be him. Now then, it's time I boarded my vessel. Farewell, my friends, and best of luck in your search for the truth. I have not been doing a really good job of reading this stuff out loud, I'm not gonna lie. I keep, like, slamming words together. Not enunciating properly. Oh well. I want to know Atlantis. Desperately. But at the same time, I'm so scared, Kupo. If Baruru really is gone... We'll face the truth together. Shining the light of hope for me, are you? You've grown so much as a Pictomancer. Thank you. With you at my side, I feel I can press on and face whatever comes, Kupo. Right. Let's head to Ul'dah. Do it the same way as the journey here. And we'll do it the same way as the journey here. You teleporting with me in a sack. I'll be gentle this time, I promise. You are now carrying a Kupopo-sized sack. It would be prudent to handle your burn with the utmost care until such time as you reach Ul'dah.
I gotta teleport there, son of a bitch.
Baruru's clothes. That's such a good fucking quest name. Alright. We're here. Ul'dah. Yup, women. That guy. Wyman? Woman. Woman! That was a lovely little nap. Just like that, we've arrived. Towering cityscape, the dry desert air mingling with the scent of Gil. There's no mistaking Ul'dah. Now then, we shall find the fellow who deals in information, Kupo. And I believe I have. That bespectacled man there, with a grin that does indeed bespeak unwavering confidence. Well, if it ain't the pair the art dealer called about. You could tell who we are just like that? You really do know things, Kupo. Aye, well, that's true enough, but to be fair, I'd be blind as a bat to miss a Moogle traveling with the savior of the bleeding realm and then some. Understand you're looking for a friend? That's right. Her name is Baruru, and she was last seen in Ul'dah. If you know anything about what became of her, you must tell me, Kupo. Don't get your palm in a twist. I'll oblige your burning curiosity. About half a year past that Baruru came to Ul'dah. She brought with her 8 of John Quitterlock's paintings, which she put up for sale. She sold the lot within a matter of weeks. And the small fortune she made, she went and bought herself accommodations at the ossuary. No, that can't be right. Afraid it is, my furry friend. Now, it bears stressing that being interred in the city is not an inexpensive proposition. Hardly surprising, given the limited space what's left. But she made the donation to the ossuary up front and in full, an amount most folk will never see in their lifetimes. Oh, okay, so she bought it to buy him a coffin. To buy himself a spot. I see. What does she do after that? That remains a mystery. The room at the inn was found neat and tidy. You would have known she'd been there if not for some personal belongings left behind. Among those, the greatest interest was a set of traveling gear, a coin purse containing the payment for the room, and a letter which said she wasn't coming back. Find it all a bit odd, the innkeeper called the Brass Blades to investigate, but the evidence led him to conclude she was voluntarily missing, and likely dead by her own hand. And Baruru really is gone. That's what they think, but who's to say, huh? There's only one way to be certain, I reckon. According to a priest who oversees burials, Baruru's coffin is stored in Erlag's burial chamber over by the ossuary. You have to open it up and see what's there, or isn't, with your own eyes. I'll go there at once, Kupo. And off he flies. You go after him. Depending on what's waiting, he'll need support. Was planning on that to start with. And the ossuary is the Thaumaturge's Guild. I remember that much. Which is right next to the burial chamber. She made room at the ossuary to learn black magic. She's not coming back. Interesting. I wonder if she decided that she was going to take a trip to the void. In which case she can come back. I'm sorry, but that is out of the question. I beg you, Kupo. It would only be a little peek. That does not make it any less an act of defilement. We cannot allow you to disturb the dead. Atlantis, this priest says we can't check Baruru's coffin. Please explain the situation to him. Yeah, that's the only thing she left behind, and we need clues. That is the way of it. While I'm not unsympathetic to your plight, a coffin may only be opened in exceptional circumstances, and with the permission of family, which you are not. I'm sorry, but I must ask that you leave me in peace. I have my hands full with other pressing matters. Oh, what matters might those be, if I may ask? In order to address the shortage of burial space in the city, works have been underway to expand Erlig's burial chamber downwards. Alas, the excavators inadvertently unleashed a horde of zombies from an unmapped ruin. It's fallen to me to deal with them. Oh, this sounds like another opportunity for Atlantis to put her Pictomancy to work. Pictomancy? A yacht created by the fabled Arkan Realm, who roam the land lending aid to those in need. None of that, Kupo. The matter of the tomb can wait. Let's tend to these zombies first. I should be most grateful. The zombies have taken to prowling the Silda excavation site in central Thanalan. Please see that those tormented souls finally know rest. The zombies will be no match for your brushstrokes, Kupo. True. You will not have difficulty locating the zombies in Silda excavation site. Grant them the peace they deserve, please. Sure. Can do. Beating shit up is what I do best. And away I go. Cute. Any more? Whoa. Any more? Cool. Looks like that's it. Alright, hold on. And none of the zombies were Baruru, much less John Quitalock. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so it doesn't say anything new. So I've been dealt with. The zombies have been dealt with. Wonderful. You have my heartfelt thanks, good Pictomancer. While you were away, I spoke further with Kupopo about his relationship with Mistress Baruru. Understand now they were as family to one another. In light of this, and also in recognition of your service, I will allow you to examine her coffin, if you would follow me. Perhaps she buried the rest of his works, but apparently they sold, so... It had been a year since he died? Interesting. Damn, haven't been in here since the Alchemist questline. Jesus. This is the one. You are ready? I shall open it. Very well. Please, please don't let it be her. What?
What is this, Kupo?
It's a painting. What else? A painting.
Yes, we can all see that, and I recognize it as well. This is John Quitalock's final work, The Ephemeral Palace. Why was this painting in the casket? If Baruru isn't here, then where could she possibly be?
I'm afraid no one in the Order knows where she has gone. Several moons ago, Mistress Baruru came to us unannounced.
Pardon me, is anyone there?
Greetings, my child. Are you come to pay your respects?
No, I was told I could purchase a tomb here.
Tombs are bestowed upon pious souls who make a donation, yes.
Oh, I see. In that case, I wish to make a donation. My master's paintings fetched a high price, so I believe I have sufficient funds. Would it be possible to have the tomb prepared immediately?
In that manner did she secure burial rights, so we set about making the necessary arrangements. When all was in readiness, she requested a moment alone in the chamber, so I waited outside the entrance. When she did not emerge after a time, I went back to check on her, only to find that she was gone. It was only this painting and a handwritten note instructing us to inter it.
Are you saying Baruru vanished into thin air?
So far as I could tell. As you can see, there is only one entrance to this chamber. I organized a large-scale search, thinking she might have wandered into the lower levels, or even those under excavation. Yet still, we found nothing. At length, the search was called off, and without answers, what else could I do but fulfill her final wish? I placed the painting within the coffin, where it has remained ever since.
Curiouser and curiouser, Kupo.
It is everything I know. I am sorry I could not tell you more. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return to my duties.
Yes, of course. Come on then. Let's head back outside.
Interesting.
Entering Janquetaloc's painting and vanishing without a trace. I'm not sure what to make of Baruru's actions, Kupo. What about you, Atlantis? Do you have any thoughts? Janquetaloc's painting must be the key to this puzzle. I hope so, Kupo. Because the painting can't help us find answers, and I have no idea where we go from here. I suppose it's back to the search. I'm going to take some time to ponder things and see if I can't think of other leads to pursue. Meanwhile, please continue to train. Think colorful thoughts. Keep your brush arm supple, and come and find me when you feel your artist's aura has grown further, Kupo.
Final quest.
Level 90. I get no action for it. Very different from Reaper and Sage.
Although, to be fair, I don't remember what the Viper quest was like.
Why, Atlantis, I can tell you've been applying yourself to your training. Oh yes, the enigmatic aura of an accomplished artist is unmistakable. I'm put in mind of Janquetaloc as he was in his prime, Kupo. Now then, imagine a great big canvas that has yet to receive even a single drop of paint. That, unfortunately, is the state of my search for Baruru. I couldn't find any new clues as to her whereabouts, and I'm at a loss as to what to do next. I'm at a loss too, Kupo. Why did you two have a falling out in the first place? I was reluctant to disclose the events of that fateful day, but perhaps I should have. Let us speak of the very root of our troubles, the argument that led to Baruru and I going our separate ways. On that day, the two of us returned to Limsa Lominsa after a journey, the first without Janquetaloc's company. Old age and long years on the road had taken their toll, and we had made the difficult decision to leave him in the care of a sanatorium. A smile on his face as he lay abed, he had wished us well in our coming adventure, and reminded Baruru that she mustn't. Could it be? Yes, yes, it must! Baruru has become part of the painting! I don't blame you for being confused. I promise to make everything clear soon, Kupo. Atlantis, you've been the best student I could have hoped for. You've trained diligently, aided those in need, and kept your promise to me. I can't rightly ask it more of you, but for this thing I'm about to do, I'm afraid I must. I beg you, lend me your strength one last time, Kupo. Calm down, of course I would. Come and meet me at the Jadeite flood. I'll be waiting. Jadeite. Whoops. Alright, well. Free teleport. Whee!
I was thinking Apocalypse Falls tied into Jadeite Flug. Flug? Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard, especially at like 2 a.m.
There you are, Atlantis. I know you must have many questions. Allow me to explain everything, Kupo.
Took the painting?
It took a few pretty pleases, but I convinced the Ossuary priest to let us borrow the painting. Baruru inherited it and the other works from Jonquatalak after he passed away. On the day of our argument, Baruru and I had returned from our first journey together, as I said. But when we arrived at the sanatorium to see how Jonquatalak had fared in our absence, all that awaited us was a few of his paintings and personal belongings. A fell fiend had found its way into the facility a few days prior. Seeking to protect his fellow patients, Jonquatalak confronted and vanquished the beast, but the exertion proved too much. Baruru and I were devastated. Only we had returned sooner. Taking a quicker route, or not wasted as much time, Jonquatalak might still be alive. Such thoughts tormented us, Kupo. Baruru took it the hardest, for she had lost her only family. She clung to me and wept, like a child with her doll, and I, in a moment of poor judgment, said something foolish. I told her that she needn't depend on me so, that she could stand on her own 2 feet as a Pictomancer, and that she should. She shoved me away in anger. One unkind word led to another. We shouted at each other till our throats were hoarse. When there was nothing left to say, she stormed off alone, cradling Jonquatalak's paintings in her arms. The rest, you know. For some time after, she journeyed to Ul'dah, sold the paintings for the funds to purchase her tomb, and vanished. For so long I've been unable to understand what she was thinking, where she might have gone. The answer was right under our noses, Kupo. You see, Baruru possessed such a vivid imagination that she could bring any of her thoughts to life. As this rare gift allowed her not only create but reshape, Jonquatalak made her promise she would never use her powers to alter a living being. But in her grief, she did just that. She made herself one with this painting. It's hard to believe, I know, but the painting itself tells a tale. Once, it exuded warmth and whimsy. Now it is enshrouded in a stifling pall of sorrow. And this brings me to my request. Using my own magics, I want to enter the painting and save Baruru. I don't know if I can do it alone. Can I rely upon your aid, Atlantis? I'm in your debt. Be warned. The painting will be a world where one's imagination is made manifest. That's to say, anything can happen. So see to it you are fully prepared, Kupo.
Fun?
All set to dive into the painting, Kupo?
Cool. Great, now I'm just playing Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. It all ties together so well, Kupo. Oh, I know where I'm at. This is the Grand Cosmos.
Looks like we made it, Kupo. Looks like we made it. Grand Cosmos? But how? Oh, is the scenery familiar to you? Yes, this comes from a place beyond the rift. You've been to such a place in another world? The mere thought of it boggles the mind, Kupo. As I recall, Jonquatalak saw this opulent palace in a dream, was inspired to recreate it on canvas. Perhaps its arcane affinity allowed him to visit worlds beyond our own in his sleep. Perhaps someone from that world sent him the vision, Kupo. Regardless, we are undoubtedly within the painting. Ruru must be here somewhere. Let's go, Atlantis.
Oh shit, it's playing the Shadowbringers music. Oh shit, the music kicked in.
So many paintings, Kupo. I have a bad feeling about this. Is this their idea of a welcome? Have at them, Atlantis.
The winged steed! Oh shit.
Bada boom. Those monsters. They were muses given life by Pictomancer. Baruru, where are you? Holy shit! Baruru, John Quetzalcoatl, and I once encountered Griffin like that in Kiribania. Be careful, Atlantis. This thing is huge! Bitch.
Oh god. Nope. I gotta go in. Nope, I gotta keep moving. That was not enough to kill the bird of prey. What a shame. Whoop. Excellent. I use Starry Muse and they're all dead. Bum, 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 ba-dum.
Baruru! It's me, Kupopo. I've come for you. You've come for me. No one would do that. No one. Master Jean Quetzalcoatl is gone because of me. Because I was too late. You mustn't say that, Baruru. You're not to blame. Even Kupopo has abandoned me. My only friend. That isn't true. I'll always be your friend, no matter what. Please, Baruru. Please come back to me.
She belongs to me, and you have no place here.
Master Jean Quetzalcoatl? No, yours is a shade born of the imagination.
And you should call me a shade, Kupopo. Such insolence cannot be borne.
Ah!
The real John Quetzalcoatl would never harm Kupopo. A Pictomancer. One in possession of my soul crystal, no less. In imitation, you are no match for the master you aspire to be. I'll show you what this imitation can do. Bold words, but you will soon be made to know the true power of Pictomancy. Chatternook? Here within my masterwork, imagination dictates reality. I shall paint the finishing touches in the shades of your terror. What are you doing here, Chatternook? Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun. Your corpse shall serve as a highlight of my gallery. Bloom forth, my muse, and let mine become matter. A flower in the sun. Holy shit! Flood in blue. Understandable. Blaze in red.
Holy shit.
The shade of my arbors will grant you no solace. Yeah, I'm really feeling it, man. Arbor motif. It's a tree. Tornado in green. 9 ivies. Sculpture cast. I used Addle too soon. I'm an idiot. Oh, I can't use these. Reality is mine to shape. Mountains mine to command. Oh, hey, the debitage. Hollowed Peak. Earthquake, yep. Freeze and cyan. Push all these OG CDs. Blaze in red.
Holy shit! That did so much damage! Yep, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm back here. I just set it to easy. To actually deal with fucking setting about actual defensives in proper order. I'm guessing that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to save your cooldowns for it. I'm not sure if you're supposed to double stack them. God damn it. Blades in red again. Yeah, I have temper code up now. No. I cannot fall to a forgery. It makes so much sense. For the Pictomancer quest, you face Chatternook.
You did it, Atlantis. Your imagination triumphed over his.
Well, after I set it to easy. I don't want to deal with that damage. Otherwise, I think you just have to use Tempura Code every time.
Bururu! Wake up, Bururu! Come on now, you stubborn fool of a Lalafell! Snap out of it! Kupopo? What are you doing here? We came to bring you back, Kupo. We've been looking all over for you.
Oh god, I'm using new expressions. We went over Hell's Half Acre.
I never thought that anyone would come after me in the painting. Atlantis, was it? Thank you for accompanying Kupopo on his journey. Why did you enter this painting? I thought I might be able to meet Master Jean Quitalock here. He died because of me, because I lacked the experience to anticipate what could happen. It's not your fault, Bururu. Even the brightest, most imaginative minds can't predict the future, Kupo. Why are you even here? Trying to be nice after everything you said? My best friend, and you abandoned me when I needed you. Told me to make my own way. You know why I said what I said, Kupo. I'm not real. No matter how much I wish it, I can't remain by your side forever.
Cool. I should have known. The palm is too red.
Like the John Quitalock we defeated. I'm a product of Pictomancy. Your imaginary friend and nothing more. It isn't uncommon for children to have imaginary friends. They create us in their minds to help cope with their struggles. But children grow up. And when they do, we disappear, Kupo. You don't have to disappear, though. I painted you into being. My very first creation. Just like I painted Master Jean Quitalock, so I could fix my mistake, so I wouldn't be alone. Pictomancers can do wonderful things. By bringing our imagination to life, we bring hope to those in need, Kupo. This, Atlantis learned through her journey. And so did you, Bururu. But no matter how harsh reality may be, a Pictomancer isn't meant to paint over it, Kupo. Rather than escape reality, we're meant to give people the courage to face it. But how can I when those who matter most to me are gone?
If you carry on for them, they'll always be with you. Carry on as a Pictomancer for Master Janquitaloc and Kupopo. Perhaps I can find the strength to stand on my own by holding them in my heart.
You will, Kupo. You absolutely will, and you'll be just fine. Safe in that knowledge, I can now take my leave, Kupo. Farewell, Atlantis. It was a joy to journey with you. Farewell, Baruru. You're my dearest friend, and you always will be.
Oh, whoops. At the end of the cutscene. Damn, that came out of nowhere. I thought we were still gonna go.
Atlantis? I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Thank you for helping Kupopo to find and save me.
There's no trouble at all.
When he faded away, a warm and comforting ether flowed into my body. The magic I had used to create him, I think. In that instant, the moments and memories he shared with you became mine.
Cool.
The shade of the shroud, the chill of Kurthus, the brilliance of Kugane. The two of you traveled far. I felt Kupopo's desperation as he searched for me, his yearning for our days on the road with Master Janquitaloc, and his happiness at having found a friend in you. What of you, Atlantis? How did you find the journey?
It was hard keeping up with Kupopo. I mean, he fit in my bag real well, I guess. Yeah. It was pretty hard to keep up with Kupopo, with all the ways he pulled me in different locations.
I know what you mean. Kupopo was a little too carefree at times, but he meant well. I hope you came to appreciate him as I once did. I saw my first Moogle here, you know. The way it danced through the air, so full of life and joy. A child wouldn't have wanted a friend like that. I could create him again. Recall the feeling and the image and paint him anew. But I won't. Because, as the two of you taught me, parting isn't the end. Thank you, Atlantis, for everything you've done for both Kupopo and me. From here, I will set out on another journey as a Pictomancer. Wherever I go, I vow to paint a path of hope, as Master Janquitaloc once did, and just as you will continue to do, I'm sure.
Wow. Gotta follow my rainbow. Wow. Almost 1 million XP came from that one quest. Holy crap. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm scratching my eye. I'm thinking. Crazy how I went through Claire Obscure Expedition 33 just like last month, and now I'm going through the Pictomancer quest line. They both pretty much have like the same story to tell. To not lose yourself in a painting, to not lose yourself in like a world of beauty, but to accept the world as it is, to accept reality as you see it before you. Because from reality we can find beauty and the power to move forward. Anyways, that's the end of the Pictomancer stuff. Whoever watching this, thank you. Bye. Keep my sharp, safe, bye.